everybody, welcome back to the podcast. We're here, we're chilling. Traffic was brutal today, so we're a little bit frantic, but we made it safe and sound. So
I feel like every time I come to record a podcast, there's a tornado warning.
oh, is there another one?
Yeah. It
There's been a
says
lot of tornadoes recently.
I was just gonna say, like, I hate to talk about like weather. You know how that's like such a cliche thing to talk about, but the amount of tornado warnings that have been occurring lately. Did you see that photo I sent of the cloud?
No.
Yeah, I
I've
sent it to
seen
your
photos
mom.
of the clouds actually looking like tunnels, though.
No, I saw one. Like last time I was here, actually, on my way home, I was driving home, and there was a tornado warning in Barrie. I'm looking ahead of me, like towards, like I'm driving on the 401, and it's black, like the thing behind me right now. I was actually scared.
It's actually very scary.
No, I was like, this literally looks like I'm driving into like death. And then like I saw a big cloud that looked like this. I don't know.
I heard something where it says if it looks like a tornado is coming at you, or if it's coming at you.
I don't know. I do your research.
I think
on that.
no,
Don't
I
start
no,
driving
no.
into a
I
tornado.
do think if it's
coming
at you, if it looks like a tornado is wait.
Okay, I've watched a lot of tornado videos recently, and I feel like they don't move that fast. Like people are just chilling, filming the tornado, and it looks like it's coming. Like it's like coming, but they're not moving away. They're just watching it
because it's not coming towards them. Frick, I forgot what it said. Anyways, I'm not gonna.
One fact about me is that, like, in addition to planes being one of my biggest phobia, weather is another one of my biggest phobia, and I think this all stems back to like a trauma or a trigger of things I can't control because I can't control the weather. And every time there's a tornado warning or like I see like some weird weather going on, I get this like weird sense of anxiety. And now that I don't live in a house with a basement anymore, I'm just like, what the F do I do if there's a tornado? Where do I hide? Because you're supposed to hide in the basement. And if you live in a condo, where do you go? Like, does it knock the condo building? Like, I actually have so many questions.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm scared of weather too, though.
I'm scared of weather.
I
saw lightning the other day, and I hadn't like I don't even know.
Lightning's not bad for me, but I was just in Punta Cana, and when we first got there, the weather was so freaking bad, like raining, and I feel like it's just scarier when you're in a tropical place because like it's so much more prone to like hurricanes and all that scary shit.
But like I would argue tornadoes are scarier than hurricanes.
No, I don't
you don't think?
So. I think water is just scarier than wind.
But hurricanes is wind.
No, but like it's water. Like hurricanes is like, wait, hurricanes are big waves, no?
That's more like tsunami, I think.
Okay, that's what I'm scared of. I'm scared of tsunamis.
Like you're thinking hurricanes is a big wave that like overtakes the town.
That's tsunami.
It does flood and there's rain and shit when there's a hurricane.
That's a tsunami though.
That's a tsunami.
That scares the shit out of me. That is
obviously, but that wouldn't happen anywhere near here. I don't think.
So what's the difference between hurricane and tornado? Hurricane's just like a heavy rain and flooding?
I think hurricane includes flooding. Tornado has something to do with like the
hot,
heat,
cold.
Like yeah. And
but
like
so is
clouds.
hurricane. Hot and cold water comes together.
I don't know, guys. I'm not a meteorologist. I don't know. I did like a project on it once, and I know that tornado is something to do with like moisture, like heat. Anyways, I'm scared.
Anyways, yeah, I came back from Punta Cana. I had a funny story that I wanted to share because I thought it was really funny. So you don't watch The Office, but for those of you who watch The Office, I'm sure you guys know the koi pond episode. And for those of you who don't know, basically Michael Scott and Jim Halpert go onto a sales call and they come back and Michael Scott comes back like dripping wet, and everyone's asking Michael Scott like, why are you so wet? And he's like, oh, there's a rainstorm. And he's like, well, Jim's not wet, so why are you wet? Anyways, he ended up falling into a koi pond, like tripping and falling into a koi pond. Yeah, like a koi fish pond. And like everyone was laughing at him, making the joke that like who the hell like falls into a koi pond. So it was funny because me and Izzy, the person I went on trip with, on the way to Punta Cana, we're watching that episode. Like she only downloaded like 8 episodes, and we decided to watch the koi pond episode. So we had a routine in Punta Cana. We'd wake up, we'd go to the gym, we'd have breakfast, we'd go to the beach for 3 hours.
You were only there for like 4 days.
I know. I wish it was longer, but the routine we had was just like, I could have done that for the rest of my life. I'm not even kidding. Gym, breakfast, beach, 3 hours, eat at the buffet, and then to the adults only pool, because that pool was like a fucking dream. And we'd have mudslides. Have you had a mudslide before?
Yeah. It's like a funky monkey. Oh my God. Kind of.
It's like we got drunk off mudslides. It was amazing. But yeah, not good for you, but I mean, whatever. So how the pool was is like you walk and then you go like this and you separate. There's 2 separate ways you can enter. There's a really skinny entranceway, and then there's two koi ponds.
With fish?
No, not with a fish, but it's like a koi pond.
I
So
thought a koi pond meant there was kois.
I know, but it was like a small pond. But we
So
like
how do you know if it's a koi pond if there's no kois
no,
in it?
there is no koi. It wasn't a koi pond. But we called it a koi pond because it was like so small and cute. It looked like there could be fish in there. Anyways, it was just like a little pond. Okay. So we're talking, and I'm talking to her, and we're talking, and all of a sudden she's gone. And I look, and she literally slipped, like it was full, the pool, and she literally slipped like this, and she's in the fucking koi pond. And
What do you mean? I thought she was in the water already.
no, we're walking to go to the pool, and all of a sudden I'm like, she goes, yeah, and then she's like gone, and I look, and she's in the fucking koi pond, like with her dress is like floating like this, and she's just in there with her sandals up in the air, and she had a really bad sunburn, so like her thing was just over. I was like, oh my god, and everyone was like actually looked concerned, and I was just there laughing. I looked like a huge
People
bitch.
saw her.
Everyone saw her fall. I was silent in the pool for a good 5 minutes, and I was just like literally dying. Like I was like, oh my god, and then she just. Well, she wasn't mad at me for laughing. Like I was fucking, but everyone was like looking at me like kind of shaking her head. Goes, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Hey, relax." Like acting like I'm like I pushed her in there. Anyways, I just thought that was so funny. I would insert a picture of what it looks like because Izzy said she'll send me a picture.
You took a picture?
No, we took a picture of what the little koi pond looked like.
I'm really curious. Like I'm imagining a little fucking.
I was just so. It was just weird how like. We watched the koi pond episode and then she fell into a fucking pond. It was like the weirdest thing.
How's that weird? It's not a pond. It's a little pool in a resort. It has nothing to do with
yeah,
a koi
because
pond.
Michael Scott fell into like this little pool or pond and she fell into this little thing. Do you know what I mean? Like it was just, we decided.
I feel like you're stretching it.
I'm not stretching it. It literally looked like a little fucking, like, are you kidding me? Who falls in that?
Let me see.
That was it. And she fell in
that. That is not what I was imagining.
Like, look how big that space is. And she literally.
I guess that, yeah, because it's not meant to swim in.
Anyways, I just thought that was funny. And then I just kept kind of like, a lot of coincidences happened on that trip, which was kind of weird. Like, for example, I'm obsessed with like AI generated songs now with like random voices. So there's this one song, you know that song, I put the new fudges on the Jeep, and it's Mr. Krabs singing it. And I was like, I don't know, we were pissing because we thought it was so funny. And then we were walking to dinner and I don't know what possessed me to look down, but I looked down, there was a crab just like going like this. No, but how weird is that?
Wow, she saw a crab on the beach.
No, it wasn't on the beach. It was on I didn't see any other crab that trip. I saw that one fucking crab and it was disguised. It's like, how the fuck did you even see that? And he was just walking. First of all, I know crabs walk really side to side. Like they walk really weird, A. B, I saw the freaking crab.
Okay.
It was dark, Sam. It was dark, Sam, like pitch black at night. Like it was nighttime.
I guess, saw a crab. It's a little bit of a coincidence, but also probably not.
So then in the back of my mind, I kept thinking about my plane crashing. I'm like, if Isabella fell in the koi pond and we watched Michael Scott falling in a pond.
You're just saying random things though. Like you're just like, then I thought about a plane crashing. Like, what are you talking
about? No, the whole
about?
trip I had anxiety about the plane. And because I watched Mayday, I was like, fuck, like, what happens if it goes, because it was over water the whole flight. And that's my biggest fear is like, if it goes underwater, like, how the hell do you survive that?
I'm pretty sure it's like more likely to survive if a plane's landing in water.
Anyways, I cried in the plane ride home, which I never do. Like when it was taking off, I started crying. Everyone looked at me like.
Story of my life. One friend used to tell me to relax, and now she feels my pain.
Also, sorry, I learned something recently. You are never supposed to put your life jacket if you're having an emergency landing in the water or if you're landing in the water.
Can we not talk about
No, this is actually informational. You're not supposed to blow up your life jacket before you get into the water. So like it's supposed to land in the water. You're supposed to go underwater, swim out of the plane, and then put your life jacket. Because I saw a video of a plane crash, and people were inflating it while they were still in the water, and then the water was rising as the plane was drowning, and they were getting stuck like at the top of the plane, and they drowned.
All right. So, anyways, fun times.
Yeah,
let's not talk about planes anymore, please, God.
Anyways, that was my little koi pond story that I thought was so funny. And another thing that happened that I kind of want to talk about, which I think is so weird, is creepy old men. Like, can they not?
I know.
Like, we were in the pool and there's 3 men. They all speak Spanish. No one's like, we didn't speak Spanish. I learned a little bit there. Actually, they thought it was Spanish. I go, no Espanol.
Yeah, I'm sure.
They actually did. They go, Espanol?
You know, I'm playing Duolingo and I'm so good.
You're playing Duolingo? You don't play Duolingo.
Well, for me, it's playing because it's so easy.
What are you learning? Italian?
Yeah.
Okay, so I.
Cornetto. Go.
The hell's that?
Exactly. See, you did
Is that
Duolingo.
a napkin?
No, it's croissant.
Okay. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, we're in the pool and these 3 old men were in the These three old men were in the pool. And at first I was just glancing. I'm like, you know what? Take a glance. Like, what's life? And then they just kept like we know you're staring, you keep staring. Like, and then I just kind of looking at them and they just kept staring. And it actually made me feel really uncomfortable. I don't think people understand, like, it's fucking weird. Like when old men stare.
It's weird when anybody stares.
I know it does, but it's weird when old men stare. So we move, so whatever, we catch them staring, and Isabella was making me pissed. She's like, are these people fucking, like, do you not see us, like, that we're actually uncomfortable? So we literally take our shit from one chair and move it to another chair, like, from there, like, they're here and we're beside them. We move it all the way across, and you still stare, but they couldn't speak English, so I didn't want to be like, what are you staring at? That made me think, and I saw a TikTok on this
Look
after.
at them saying no. I think everyone understands no.
No,
like, no.
I don't know if they would.
Just be like, no.
But someone on TikTok said, like, for me, we're always raised to be polite to people, I feel, and even to, like, elders, like, respect your elders, don't be rude, don't be, like, always smile at people. So, like, I honestly have a hard time in those situations, not standing up for myself, but kind of being quote unquote mean. Like, I'll just kind of keep to myself and walk away rather than like fucking confront them.
Yeah.
But then someone was saying on TikTok, like, why do we as like young women have to feel bad for these fucking old creepy men's feelings about like, oh, we're gonna embarrass them, or like, oh, you gotta be polite. Like, you're literally making me feel uncomfortable.
I feel weird sometimes because I get in my head and I'm like, maybe they're just like, maybe they're looking at me because I remind them of their granddaughter.
No, that's not why.
That's like,
and that's even
like,
fucking weirder.
No, like, no, I just mean like maybe like an old guy's like, oh, like what a
that's
nice
different though.
lady.
They're saying like, hi, how are you? Not if they're lately in the pool drinking. One guy had sunglasses on that were see-through. Like, sir, I can see your eyes. Like, literally.
No, there has to be a line like that we need to know of when is it being rude and when is it like actually respecting yourself to be like, please, sir, stop fucking eyeing me up and down. Yeah. Or should I say, stop eye fucking me up and down?
Yeah, like, it was actually disgusting. It made me so fucking uncomfortable. Ugh. But anyways, nothing really else really happened in my vacation. So then last week I was at a Bachelorette. My best friend's getting married. So I was away like 2 weekends in a row, which was quite exhausting, but it was pretty fun. And we did cottage core, which was pretty fun. It was just chill. We drank and whatever. But they put me on a spiral of
drinking
weddings. What?
Sorry?
No, it put me on a spiral of like wedding planning, and my wedding's not anytime soon. I don't think I'm getting engaged.
You're wedding planning right now?
Not wedding planning, but I'm like saving all my themes on Pinterest and like engagement photo shoots. And I was thinking, I'm not going to say it because she's going to steal it because she steals everything that I do. So okay. I'm not even going to say it.
Honestly, I choose peace today, so I'm just not even going to say anything back to that.
But I was just thinking about like where I would do.
I just want to point out, Fran has never done this hairstyle. And I've worn my hair. Like
I never do my hair
2 times in a row.
I never do my hair half buff down.
No, not for the podcast. That's for sure.
Oh my God! Right now, I'm not even gonna speak.
Okay, don't speak. You think I'm going to copy you with your wedding?
I never said that. But you copied my Halloween costumes.
What? Which one?
I literally said.
Which one?
So
name one. Name one.
My ideas. So
name one that I copied.
Give me a freaking second, please.
No, because you can't.
Shit. My ideas. I'm saying.
Like
I start to plan for Halloween now, like around this time. Like I will go on Canva and I will do 10 slides.
Can you get to the point?
This is my slide. 10 slides of like what I want to be that Halloween. And then I say my ideas, and Sam's like, well, I'm going to do that. And then I can't do it. For example, Shigo.
I've said
I want to be Shigo.
I said that one time with Shigo. I said I want to do. You're not the only person in the world that wants to get dressed up like Shigo for Halloween.
Yeah, I know. But like if I'm saying like I want to be Shigo.
I didn't say I'm going to do that. I said I want to do that.
Okay. Anyways, what was I saying?
No. Please. What else do I steal of yours? Please.
My red cherry Coke hair. I'm going to do red cherry Coke hair too.
Oh my God. First of all, I had red hair before you ever had red hair.
You had red tips.
No, I didn't. That was before.
You had red tips. You never had red hair.
No, that was before that. When I was 21, I had red in my hair.
Show me. You did not have red hair.
Yes,
you had red tips.
No, friend, you're thinking about when I was in like grade 8, bro. I had red in my hair. I had cherry. Maybe I wasn't cherry, but it was red. Please.
I don't remember that at all, and I would have remembered.
I did. I'll show you pictures.
So I was only 17. I would have been in grade 12.
I did. It didn't last long because
when I was in first year, you had red hair.
No, I was in second year. So
you're 18.
Okay, I was 19.
You changed your ages 4 times already.
Either way, I was 19.
Okay, anyways, whatever. That's not my point. Can I continue what I was talking about?
No, because you just like talk shit for no reason.
Okay, anyways, I thought it would be a cute engagement, like photo shoot. How cute would it be to like recreate your first date, but have you like guys dressed up and do what you did like on your first date?
Yeah.
What was your first date?
I don't remember, so don't worry. I won't steal that.
Well, I'm just asking you. Like,
I genuinely don't remember.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you mine because I think mine's pretty cute. We actually, it's not that cute, but
Okay, what is it?
went to Hasty Market and got candy. So imagine doing like cute, like dress up in like Hasty Market, like picking candies. Then went to go to movies, and that's it.
Do you know who you're planning?
No.
Your engagement to?
No, he'd probably be like, what the fuck? But anyways, it put me on a spiral, and I was looking at like even Bachelorette themes because I don't know. I feel like that's like one of my favorite things to do is look up themes. And I thought I got some, and I want you to rate these themes because I just feel like it's
We're rating Bachelorette themes.
yeah, like what themes are kind of like
Here you go.
I saw a lot. So the one that I like, one that I don't like, sorry, is fucking Coastal Grandmother. I don't know what that is. Have you heard?
Who would want
No. It's
Coastal
called
Grandmother?
Coastal Grandmother / Coastal Granddaughter. If you look up what I'm talking about,
Wait,
like,
let me guess what that is.
Okay.
That's more like it's probably like beachy, but like fancy, bougie, beachy, fancy, like straw hat with like blue and white stripes.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah. I think it's
like
fucking
Hamptons,
boring.
like Hamptons vibes.
Really, I think it's boring.
But is that what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Now I'm not shitting on anybody's like Bachelorette. I think this is yours. If this is yours,
If
I
your
just
Bachelorette theme is called Coastal Grandma, like please.
sorry. I just think that's so fucking boring. Like, what are you guys gonna do? Knit by the beach? Like, I just don't. Anyways, I don't want to hate, but I just
You're not hating. It's just an opinion.
another thing I hate is like Barbie or like disco or like rose and I don't know, those ones I just think are kind of like what I like, which other people might not like, which is fine, is what I write down here. I want my Bachelorette to be a theme, but like about me, because it's my Bachelorette. Like I want each day, this is talking to you since you're probably my maid of honor. I want each day to be like what Fran likes, but like make it into a theme. Like one day would be like tequila, and then like everybody dresses up as like a tequila drink. Not dresses up as, but like one could be tequila sunrise.
So there's not one.
One could
general,
be.
There's not
I
one.
call it spicy marg. Whoever's my bridal party.
Okay,
but
you need to relax, bro.
one could be like tequila sunrise.
So you don't want one general theme.
No, I
when
do.
that
I want
time
margs
comes?
and matrimony is what mine's called. Margs and marriage.
You are so controlling. Like you do not get to just pick everything.
Yeah, I do. It's my. I'm
But
gonna
don't
be a
you
bit of a
want-
bridezilla. Sorry,
Yeah, I
like
know.
it is
I
my
know.
wedding, and I want to control what goes down.
We know.
So I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's my wedding. I could want what I want. I'm just telling you. Like one could be tequila,
But
and then
you just said you wanted margs. You just said you wanted the theme to be what?
okay. There's a big theme.
Like this is complicated.
No, it's not. There's one big theme. Let's just say we go to like Arizona or we go to like Miami or whatever. There's a big theme, and then within those themes, there's like 3 days. But I want it to revolve around my personality.
There's a theme, and then sub themes.
Well, the theme would be like Miami or Vegas or Arizona.
You just said it was something else.
No, I don't like that one anymore.
In a matter of okay, you guys just witnessed in real time what I deal with on the daily. Okay,
Anyways, I thought that would be cool.
what
And
are
then-
the other ones? Coastal Grandma.
Oh, Coastal Grandmother. Do you like cowgirl theme?
Yeah,
I know
I
you
like
like
cowgirl.
cowgirl theme.
I don't know why I'm obsessed
The
with
last
cowboys.
rodeo.
Yeah, I like that. But I mean, I wouldn't name it that. That's so like cliche. But like, I would want cowgirl vibes, but like different. Like
The
almost
Last
like
Ranch.
no.
Rage and Ranch. Save a horse, ride a cowboy.
That's not that clever. That's like a lyric.
Yeah, I've ever heard of it. Like in the Bachelorette theme.
Save,
Save a horse.
ride, a husband.
No. Like what?
Anyways, I like cowgirl cowboy shit. I think I was a cowgirl in my past life, like legit. I dream of riding
But
horses.
I would make that theme cool, like not basic.
Like I wouldn't want to do the typical like browns. Like I would want to do like
Denim and sparkle.
I
But
would
think
do
about like denim and sparkle, like
I would
cowgirl vibe.
Yeah, I would want to do like
Glitz and
glam
glam.
cowgirl.
How about the Last Fiesta?
What's that, like Mexican style?
Like kind of like, yeah,
Like
fiesta, like Cancun, like Mexico
can I see a
vibe.
picture?
Yeah.
Like because I've been to a bachelorette in Mexico, but it wasn't fiesta-y. It didn't feel like very like authentically Mexican. It was very like more like boho.
1 second. The Last Fiesta. Like colorful, like very colorful, like very.
It's not me, but I mean,
What would
Cheryl.
you like for yours?
I just told you. That's Fiesta? No, thanks.
Okay.
Tacky.
Anyways.
I would just like some sort of cowboy theme, but not cheesy. Like, like sometimes it gets cheesy. Like,
yeah. I just feel like bachelorettes nowadays there's a lot of pressure to like do a good bachelorette because everyone's doing a theme now. Like I remember my mom used to say to us like, what happened to like getting the girls together for one dinner or like in the basement for a party? And I'm like, I don't know.
My mom's
actually,
like, well, you guys just go to Niagara. We're like,
but why not?
I know that sounds bad, but like, it sounds bad us being like no, but it's because like it's all relative. Everyone's been to Niagara for so many years, and like at this point, we've seen that, been there, done that. Like, yeah, it's a getaway, but what's there really to do there?
I also think it's one of like it's your kind of an excuse to kind of like plan something extravagant.
Bachelorettes are just hard because like I'm sure I haven't been in that position yet, but I'm sure it's hard because you want to have fun, but then all these other people are spending
involved.
Money and like doing all these things, and at the back of your mind, you're like, "Fuck, is it too expensive? Is it too much?" Like,
well, that's why you always give people options. I feel if they want to do something or not.
Yeah.
The thing I want to talk about quickly, okay, this has been all my weekly updates. Do you have any weekly updates or anything?
Well, no, this was supposed to be a hot seat episode, so I didn't really prep.
Okay, well, you don't have anything that happened to you this week?
A lot has happened to me this week, to be honest, but I don't even want to talk about it. So
why?
Just continue. I feel like a lot of people are resonating with me on TikTok, and I think I found my people. Finally.
The people who said they don't want to talk to anyone anymore?
Just in general, even like some of the haters are like kind of cute. Like they're kind of just like hating, but in a lovable way.
I don't find that.
I find that. Like I find like the videos where I'm talking about something where sometimes I'm overly critical of myself and I'm like, I didn't verbalize that well. Like, because a lot of the time I have a thought in my head, but the thought in my head is like so far along that my mouth can't speak it fast enough. So in these videos that we're uploading on TikTok where I'm like, or just on socials in general, where I'm just trying to explain how I'm feeling, like I'm in a social funk and I don't feel like talking to people, things like that. People are actually starting to really resonate with our shit. And now I'm finally like, we found like a community of people who get the way that we speak, that aren't looking for us to, I don't know, me and Fran use this podcast as a way to kind of release and be ourselves. We don't want to come here and have to think so hard about the words coming out of our mouth in terms of sounding professional or sounding eloquent. You know what I mean? Obviously, we think before we speak in terms of being sensitive to other people's feelings and shit. But I'm just talking about those people who comment shit like, you know what you're talking about, or like, it's like, F off. Like, we're
I got
sitting
someone like
here.
that, and I kind of like shut him up a little bit because he was like, I'm like, why are you like still like here then? Like, why are you like on the video? He goes, I don't know why YouTube brought me this. I'm like, you're the one who clicked on the video. YouTube didn't bring you to anything. Like, you clicked here and watched it. Like, obviously, you're intrigued by what we're saying or something for you to watch a whole video. Like, if you're really bothered about us saying like every 5 seconds, like, you have a deeper fucking issue.
I think there's people that appreciate people like us who come in here and talk on the platform, that we're kind of just like releasing ourselves to the wolves and to everybody to just pick on if they really wanted to. And you know what I mean? Like, I think that there's people who respect that because we're coming in here and it's a comfortable space. Anyways, my thought this week was just like, wow, I feel like we found some people on here, a community of people who really appreciate what we're saying and talking about, even if it doesn't seem that profound sometimes. It's just unleashing our thoughts. So there's that. And then what else happened this week? Yeah. Nothing really.
I want to but if anyone out there has really bad back pain, like, can you just let me know, like, some things you do to relieve that back pain? I don't realize I have a fucking back of an 80-year-old woman. Like, actually I do, and I'm 24 years old. And I went to get a massage yesterday, and he's literally like, your back is so tense and like stiff. And every time I get up from like, when I wake up from a sleep, or even if I'm sitting too long, or even now I just crack my back, like I'll crack it and it cracks. Like my neck cracks. I woke up the other day with like a huge knot in my back from how I sleep. And I realized the shit that I've been doing up to this point actually has put so much strain on my back. But I thought like, oh, it's fine. I'm young. Like, back pain, you don't get that till you're like fucking 60 or whatever, or when you're older. And I feel like the effects of back pain that you feel now, like when I get older, I'm actually gonna have a hunchback.
Probably.
Because of what I do. And I realized one thing that I used to do when I was younger that probably affects my back is I used to one strap my backpacks, or even like my soccer bag. Like, I'll one strap it, but it'll be really, really heavy. So it's on one strap, but like you're kind of constantly leaning on one side while you walk. So your spine is like slanted. And now I feel that in my back. Or I sleep literally like a cocoon. Like I sleep so like effed up. And I'm not really sure how you're supposed to sleep. I know you're supposed to sleep on your back, like laying on your back like this, but I just can't do that. I'm not a back sleeper. And also Sam scared me because she said that you get sleep paralysis when you sleep on your back. So I feel like I've never.
You don't always.
I just feel like it's an awkward position sleeping on your back. So if anyone has tips on how to relieve some back pain, like, and obviously I know chiropractor, but just like tips you can do, let me know. Cause my back is like, it's not it.
Something actually that has been happening to me recently, and I wonder if it happens to other people randomly, is insomnia. I've never really had insomnia, but recently I haven't been able to control my thoughts when I'm in bed. Like I'll fall asleep. Okay, it's like reverse insomnia. I can fall asleep at night, but in the morning, like when it's close to when I would wake up, like I have an alarm set for 6:30 a.m. most mornings. Latest 7. But when it's like 5:30, and you know how in the middle of the night you'll wake up to the bathroom where like you hear a noise, like you don't usually wake up. When it's around close to when I'm about to wake up, like 5:30 or 6, I'll hear a noise, or even if it's just like the fan turning on, because our fans in our house go off and on, and it's almost like, it's so weird. I don't know how to explain it, but it almost like awakens my mind, and I feel like for the last 2 hours of my sleep, I'm thinking. Because I remember myself thinking.
I
Because
don't get it.
I don't know how to explain this. Okay, let's say you're waking up at 6:30 a.m.
Okay.
and you wake up at 6:30 a.m.
Okay. Yeah, I'm awake.
And now I'm awake. Okay, I know that for the last couple hours I've been thinking about the thing that is stressing me out for the day, or just in general something that's going on. But I know it's been a while, because when I wake up, I'll have like a whole load of things that are just like flooding my brain. I don't even know how to explain this, but I just feel like
Is that insomnia though?
I don't think it's insomnia, but I don't know how else to describe it, because I'm so tired lately, and that's been happening to me. But it's random thoughts that come to my head. It is things that I'm stressed about, but it never used to before.
That's why before you go to bed, you write down a list of things that you need to do in the morning.
But I do that on my Google Calendar.
But not even just Google Calendar. Like scribble the things that you're thinking about or worried about.
But not when I go to bed. That's a thing. It's weird. It's almost like my mind, like maybe it means that I do need to do something before I go to bed. Maybe it means I write down random shit. Like, what am I grateful for? Write it down so that that's what's in my mind.
What I'm grateful for. I would just write down everything that I'm fucking worried about or stressed about. Or in that moment, I'd wake up, grab a paper, and then just write down whatever's on my mind, then put it away and go back to bed.
Like on Monday morning, I started my week and my morning in the worst way possible. I usually don't go on my phone until like an hour at least after I wake up. The best thing you can do for yourself and for your sleep and for your morning productivity is get you like a Google Home or an Alexa or like something that isn't your phone, and set an alarm on it every morning. You should get one. It's only like $25 on Amazon. Get an Alexa and set your alarm. Are you writing that down right now?
No.
Oh.
I probably will though after.
And set an alarm on your Alexa. So your Alexa will wake you up and you don't need to touch your phone. On Monday morning, Alexa woke me up, and I woke up and I was like really, really tired. I'm like, hey, I need to sleep for like an hour more. And usually like that's fine. You know, it was 6 o'clock. I'm like, let me sleep till 7. It's Monday. It's fine. I'm not joking. The whole time I was just thinking. I was just thinking about something that I need to do. I don't want to say it
because you
here.
weren't in a deep sleep though. That's why.
But it never happens. I was just thinking so hard that I started to sweat. It was so weird. And so I grabbed my phone because I needed to satisfy that craving in my head about what the answer would be to that thought. And I didn't know where else to get that answer other than Google. So I started Googling shit. Then I started going down a rabbit hole. And then it's 7:30 and I'm pacing. I'm not joking. I was pacing my room. I call my mom because it had something to do with my family. And so I call my mom and I'm telling her all this shit that's going on. And then something else starts coming up. And then I spill something all over the floor. And it's just my Monday morning from literally 6 a.m. till I came over the house at like 10:30 a.m. was so shit. And it was all because I was trying to control the thoughts in my head. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like the thought came up and I followed that. I typically if a thought will come up, I'll be like, don't worry about it. It's fine. Like leave it. But I was like following that thought and then I followed it and it followed me until I woke up.
You're in like a spiral. But the worst thing you can do is think about an outcome to something before the outcome like happens. Because then you just literally spiral. And you're messing up what the trajectory of that outcome would be before it even fucking happens. Like you don't even know what the trajectory of that thought would be or what that course of action would be. And then you're making it up in your head and then you're spiraling based on that.
But sometimes I get disappointed in myself because I usually am really good with Like not like especially in the mornings, not getting so consumed in like what I have to do and thoughts because I usually like my mornings to be like me time to do shit. Whether it's like I write in a journal or I go to the gym or something. It's one of the other. And I'm just upset because the last couple mornings I've been just consumed in this like reverse insomnia, I'm calling it, of just thoughts rolling through my head even before I wake up while I'm sleeping. And it's not a dream. It's fucking weird.
Your brain's awake.
Anyways, I need to learn how to shut down my brain. Also, I saw that I probably should have done some research on this before saying this here, but apparently women should get 1 more hour of sleep than men.
Why?
Because I don't really know why, to be honest. But I saw
Okay,
that.
I'll take that and fucking
And then I showed Roman and I was like, look, because I don't know if you've noticed, but when me and Roman wake up at the same time, he's able to not you obviously haven't noticed me and Roman wake up at the same
just
time.
fucking watching you guys sleep.
I don't know if this happens with you and Francie, but if me and like my significant other are waking up at the same time, he can just wake up and have that natural energy faster than I can.
Yeah.
And I then after this started happening, I saw on my phone, social media, I don't know where I saw it, that men, that's something to do with like women's hormones. Like you don't have that boost of energy as quick as men. So the lady in the video was like, so if your wife or your girlfriend wants to sleep in a little bit more, let her because she needs it. I think it has to do with hormones. But I started noticing this after I saw it.
I do notice that.
I'm just like dragging my feet. I'll still wake up, but I'm like tired for longer.
Our alarm will go off and then I'll be sleeping and then he'll bounce up, go in the shower. I hear a podcast playing. I'm still fucking in bed. Like, I'm like, I need to like stay in bed for 10 more minutes and then I need to get up and then I want to get dressed. I hate getting dressed right away. I think that's like the worst feeling ever is like getting dressed and putting makeup on like 5 minutes after you wake up from your bed. Like
I
you
would
want
die.
to marinate in like your ugly sleepiness. You know what I'm trying to say? I want to have my coffee and look ugly while I like have my coffee and breakfast, not just fucking get up and put my makeup on. Like, ew.
What's your ideal sequence in the morning?
Recently, guess what time my gym class is at tomorrow? 6 o'clock a.m.
The
Want to do it
yoga
with me?
class?
Spin.
No, I have leg day tomorrow.
I don't know. I'm proud of myself. What I'm working
Is it
towards.
with Nello?
I don't know.
Oh.
No, it's with a woman. What I'm working towards is waking up around 6.
Okay, no. What is your ideal? Like, just like, what is your, okay, not ideal as in like what you hope to achieve. What is your favorite? Like, let's say on a work day.
Okay, yeah. Wake up, obviously.
Wake.
Open my eyes, wake up, cuddle with my dog, Kiki. Go downstairs, eat breakfast, write down what I have to do for the day, wash my face, chill for a bit, have my coffee.
Wait, so you wash your face after you eat breakfast?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then work. Okay, throughout the day. And
Wait,
then
I said morning.
oh, I think I meant like a whole like day.
Okay, sure.
Okay,
Go
then
for
work
it.
throughout the day, and then gym after work, like 5:15. Go to the gym for an hour, and then come home and just chill.
Mine, in case you care, would be awaken, wash my face, do my skincare, take my journal, and write whatever random shit I feel like writing in it, but not that long, like only for 5 minutes, because if it's too long, then it's just like, I don't like it.
Okay.
5 minutes while I'm having the really shitty tea, but like it's really good.
Kaka tea?
Yeah, kaka tea. So that while I'm doing my journal. Then after
Take a
that,
shit.
that's probably, yeah, because it's kaka tea. So then after that, ideally, I would then have a coffee. And while I'm having my coffee.
After
What?
the kaka tea? Oh my God. How much shit do you want come out of your body?
Ew, friend.
Well, I'm sorry, I can't like do both.
Okay, anyways. The tea is more just to like soothe me. You know
I
what
think
mean?
coffee.
Anyways, I
Okay,
didn't interrupt
sorry.
your fucking morning.
Sorry.
Anyways, awaken, wash face, tea with journal outside on the balcony, ideally, because like I love like it gives me life when I see like a blue sky in the
Yeah,
morning
until it's
and it's
fucking
like
winter outside.
crisp air. Yeah. Anyways, then after that, I have my coffee, and while I'm having my coffee, I'm doing some work, like light work, like any work that I have that isn't like I don't need to think too hard,
Like
and
podcast stuff.
like podcast stuff or even like some stuff for my clients I do in the morning for like an hour or two.
Uh-huh.
Then around 9, I go to the gym. That's like my ideal time to go to the gym
Well,
around
I
like,
can't 'cause I start work at 9.
but sometimes I'll do work before. Like if my gym,
work day start, like I have to be online at 9
okay, your work's
o'clock.
different. My work's like I don't need to start right at 9. So Then I'll do some work after I come home from the gym, and then that's my day.
Interesting. Oh, sorry. Before we move on to our, like the next thing, I hacked inside here. Did you wonder why I'm glowing so much today? Look at my chest, my shoulders.
It doesn't look any different to me, but sure, it looks just tan.
You know, somebody on our YouTube was like, remember last episode where I was like to you, I'm balling on a budget for my vacation. Like, look at my nails, like press-ons, and you're like, you can tell, kind of tell, but I gotta look at it. Someone commented like, what a bitchy comment. Like when the girl said, you can kind of tell they look good. What a backhanded comment. I really wish she realizes how mean that was when she watches us back. And I was actually laughing to myself because like to somebody else, it's actually pretty fucking rude. But to me, it's just kind of like,
you should see the way she.
Okay, no, I'm saying like other people listening that don't know us at all and that like don't probably look at what we say and be like, what, that was fucking. But to us, just like, yeah, okay, we said it. I responded back. I'm like, it's fine. I'm used to it.
Yeah, that's called emotional abuse.
How is that?
Because that's not true. Like you're making it seem like, oh, I'm used to it.
Yeah,
you
but
should be like,
to me that wasn't rude what you said.
Okay,
to
so
me,
why didn't you say that to the person?
I said, I'm not offended. Like we talked, like I don't remember what I said, but I said like I'm not offended by what she said.
You should be like, don't worry, I do the same thing to her.
Okay,
that would have been an accurate response.
My point. This is actually probably what she means. Like I'm saying to somebody else. Yes, like
I understand what you're saying.
Okay. Anyways, so these are the products I brought today because I need to share quickly before we move on to the next thing. Bam.
Oh, I know that. I use that on my legs in Mexico.
Holy fuck. No, but I have a trick to make your highlight pop. Please
don't tell me you put that on your face.
I do. This is Vaseline Cocoa Shimmer Jelly Stick.
I'm pretty sure that's for your legs.
No, it's not just for your legs. It's for everything.
Does it say that?
Body luminizer for dewy radiant skin.
But I think it's for your body, not your face.
Yeah, I just said body luminizer. Your face is part of your body, so I put it in my body.
Okay.
This smells, first of all, like a dream. That's where I put it. Here. 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 And then just right there. And then you rub it in. And then I'll also put it like on my nose and here. But the main popper is putting your highlight on top of it. Because it's like now like it's like a primer, right? And then this is what you put on top. I use a Stila highlighter. Come on, you don't see that? That glow?
Your mic's in the way. Yeah. I use that shit.
And then you put some on your nose and shit, whatever. These two products are like, have been my holy grail products for summer.
How long have you had it for?
In summer.
The Vaseline thing?
Yeah.
Since the beginning of summer?
I bought it in like beginning of July. For a month.
She's like, this is my holy grail summer. I know she hasn't had that all summer.
But I'm saying, like, I think these are now, even for winter, like if you're pale and kind of like feeling
the Vaseline shit's really good. I use it on my legs. Like whenever I moisturize my legs, I cannot get the moisturizer to like stay shiny because I don't know, maybe my legs are just dry. But when I put that Vaseline stick all over my legs, like it shimmered. In pictures, it looks good.
Yeah. So highly recommend. That's like my little tip that I've discovered.
My product of the day is Alani Nu energy drink. I wish they would sponsor us.
Yeah, don't even try. They don't sponsor
They don't sponsor anybody?
I don't think they do.
I literally like gladly put this as like a product placement.
Yeah, well, there's like, okay, cool, free advertising.
Rude.
Okay, before we wrap up here, I want to show a video for Sam to react to if Chris can pull it up. And me and Sam watched a Barbie movie. Oh, sorry. Me and Sam watched a Barbie movie, and we don't want to talk about it because it's probably going to be talked about a lot. But I saw this clip, and I kind of want to get
We can talk about it, but
I kind of want to get your thoughts. Has to do with like men growing up versus women growing up, kind of. I don't want to like summarize because she's going to talk about it, but we'll debrief after.
I love Ugly Betty.
Her name's not Ugly Betty.
No, I know. I'm
like America
Ferrera, but
yeah.
I love Ugly. Whenever I see her, it reminds me of Ugly Betty. I thought that show was so good.
Yeah, okay. You can play
Sorry.
it.
God.
Growing up is about like leaving behind childish things, particularly for women. And not so much men get to have their men caves and play their video games forever. And women, it's like toys away, do the chores, grow up. That was really what touched me about Gloria as a character. This woman somehow made it to adulthood, holding on to like the value of play and the value of aspiration and imagination is in a way counterculture. We can be a lot of things at once, that we can be joyful and playful and imaginative and childlike and be a grown woman professional taken seriously.
That part. Thank you.
That's literally what I said last week. Remember when I was like, we are dynamic beings. We don't fit into one box. Like you can be a professional, career-driven woman, but then you can also be childish and playful and want to go and frolic in the fucking fields and chase butterflies if you want to, because you want to like be that adventurous person.
But would you agree with what she said that like men kind of get to hold on to that more, the childhood more than women have to? Like she put the example of like video games, like a lot of people now, like men nowadays still play video games and still, so do women, but have their quote unquote man caves or can have their like foosball tables and stuff.
I don't necessarily think that that's like, I can't say yes or no that that's fully true, because at least in my relationship, like I still have my woman cave, which is like my beauty desk. Like I guess it's not the same. Like I didn't play with makeup as a kid. I mean, I guess I did though. I don't know. Is it just because video games is like physically playing and makeup isn't physically playing?
I don't really agree with the fact that,
because I don't really know.
I don't really agree with the fact like men can still hold on to it. I do agree with the fact that like for a woman, I feel like you can't be as known that like you're childish or like
I think that
immature because, for example, I always like I picture sometimes like my mom will be like that, like grow up, like that's silly, or like grow up when I like do something that maybe is like childish, like I love SpongeBob or I watch SpongeBob, and it's kind of like, well, you're a 24-year-old woman watching SpongeBob, you know what I mean? But like a man in the comments, I was saying, but men can watch anime, and anime is like.
But I think a lot of women watch anime too.
No,
I
know,
don't
that's why I
necessarily
don't
fully agree with that.
I don't think it's necessarily men versus women in this scenario. I just think as a whole, like there should be no shame of holding on to childhood things that make you happy.
Yeah,
it shouldn't make you feel like you're not as professional or not as a businesswoman or not as taken as seriously because you hold on to things that like make you feel like childhood things make me feel good. Like it makes me just brings me back to a time where fucking shit was simpler. Like
yeah. Like, no, but I agree with that part. And I think that, like I said, that circles back to a lot of what we talked about last week. And in general, like we've said a lot of times, your job shouldn't define you. That should just be a part of you. Your professional career shouldn't define you, should be a part of you. Your struggles and what you go through, like that shouldn't be the only thing you think about throughout the whole day. Easier said than done. Because like all these other avenues of being childlike or like continuing whatever your hobbies are, making time for yourself, those are all things that make you a dynamic person. And nobody should make you feel, or no job should make you feel like you need to lose out on those things. So if you're in a place where you're like, I need to act professional all the time, or you're around people that make you feel you like you can't express yourself the way that you'd like to, then you need to switch around your situation.
I hate people like that. I hate people where I feel like I always have to be on. Like I can't just like fucking let my shoulders down, like fucking.
Yeah, I know. Like I need to sit up like this
my jeans and just be like woo. Like
yeah.
I hate people who make me feel like I have to always be like so poised and whatever, because I'm not like that. Like there will be times where I am like that, and I'm not to say like I'm a slob or whatever, but there's times where I just want to like relax and chill out and not be so professional and poised. And also this kind of reminds me of something. I don't want to say who. This person on TikTok who I saw like was getting ready. She always talks about like, okay, like get ready with me to see my like in-laws. I have to look good. Like this is important. Like I have to look good for this brunch. Like they're going to be there. And I'm kind of thinking about it. I fucking hate that. I'm sorry. If I like felt the need to like look a certain way or like always be top of my game because my in-laws were like somewhere I would be, I would not marry that person if I felt like they were making me feel that way. Kind of off topic, but that was just like kind of.
It's not really off topic. It's actually on topic because there's people on social media. I feel like we've been talking about social media a lot these last few episodes.
Well,
but
it's all we.
But I feel like it's all we
about.
consume. People on social media, like that you follow, kind of portray these or have these opinions and ideas, and people are following you and following these. You know what I mean? Like people are watching you be like, I need to look good for my in-laws, or I need to do this, or like these are all the products you need to do that. Like it's like, is that all we are now? Just do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't like to feel that way either if I had to get.
Well, I wasn't thinking of it like that. I was thinking of it more like you feel that you have to please your in-laws and that. Well, you already know them, so like you're married to like their husband or you're married, you're married the son or you married the daughter. Like, why do you still have to impress these people with how you look? Is my thing.
That
like,
would be
I just want
exhausting
to
for
kick back and relax with my in-laws. I wouldn't want to feel like I have to be like on my A game all the freaking time. Or if I slip up, like, oh my God, like.
No, I would be exhausted if I had to worry about that all the time. Thankfully, I don't. So that's good. But
mine's like monster-in-law.
I was going to say, like, regarding that video too, I feel like sometimes women feel like they can't continue their childlike hobbies or childlike activities because most of the time women are the ones who have to, like when you get like, you know, you like get married and you have kids, like women are the one who actually have to like physically have a kid. Like I think about that all the time, like literally all the time. I'm just like, when or if I ever physically have a kid, I will like. You have to like grow up like you actually
you lose your sense of
you
like
kind of like you
individuality kind of in a way.
I
I don't know either, but like sorry.
go.
No, I was gonna say you lose like a sense of yourself that you were before you had that kid. Obviously,
I don't know how it feels because I've never been in that situation before. But sometimes I think about it because I see a lot of people my age having kids like a lot, and I'm just like, I wouldn't even be able to come here and podcast as much and like do my thing, and it's scary because I think that that's also what she's referring to. Like women feel like they need to grow up and like be professional and like be moms. Like you're physically having a child. You probably feel a little bit more into it than like the dad does. You know what I mean? Or not more into it, but you probably feel more obligated to be less selfish with your time.
yeah.
You know, like you feel obligated to be less about what you want to do and more like you're physically having the kid. So I have to like, you know what I mean? Like prepare for the shit and whatever.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like women sometimes feel the need that they need to grow up faster or they need to kind of snap out of all those like childlike things or hobbies that they have.
Yeah.
But again, I don't know. I haven't been there yet. But that is something I think about because, yeah.
Like it makes me sad when I think about it, kind of. Like
That's like a whole new area of life. We've never talked about that on here because we just don't even know.
we can't relate, but like I do think about like when you have a kid, like you are for at least like a few years, like you're just like not really, I mean, I guess there's balance, but I mean, for that first few months, at least 2, you're just like head in with that kid. Like it's just that kid or like.
I actually wouldn't know how I don't know. I feel like
that's why
I
a lot
would
of people
lose my
get
shit.
postpartum.
I feel like I would
like-
actually lose. I'm very structured. Like I have so many things going on all the time. Not like you do too, but I literally fill up my Google Calendar block by block every day. If you had a kid involved in that, you either have to eliminate half of those things that you're doing.
That's me. You have to. You have to
or-
prioritize what's you actually need. I feel.
But do you like? How do you know when you're ready to do that, or are you ever just ready to do that? You know what I mean? Like it's just like
I think you snap out of it as soon as it comes out of you. You're just kind of like, oh, here it is.
That's another thing. Like no thanks.
Okay, well,
Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. It was a little bit ranty today, but that's our favorite types of episodes. We'll have more guests on in the future, so let us know if there's anyone you guys want to see or any topics you guys want us to cover. And other than that, we will see you next time.